All right. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I am your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the beautiful Moonstruck TV. I am sitting here just giggling a little bit as I was having some technical issues. Always on my end, I swear. I seem to have uh, technology challenges. How's that? But I'm just laughing because it's also I saw a saying today, and I don't know how many of you people do the same, but um, I guess it depends if you believe in the energy of our planets. But I have a sign that literally says, um, blame it on the moon, or I'm blaming it on the moon, and that's my story. So, and we are still in the energetic space of your window of this wolf moon, of this full moon. So I'm going to blame it on the wolf moon. How's that? So if anything weird, crazy, wonky, or otherwise happens during my show, um, as far as that comes to me, because I am amazing, amazing producer and that knows what they're doing with that kind of stuff. But with me, if I feel like I'm a little bit wonky, just I'm going to blame it on the moon. How's that? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So anyhow, well, I hope you all had a wonderful New Year. I know that we're already into the second week into January, which totally blows me away, by the way. So, it just time is can be quite the thief, right? I cannot tell you um, how just blessed that I feel for just so many things that have already been going on in the last 2 weeks. So I'll have to share with you all, and I'll do that here briefly because I want to make sure we get some calls in, which we always do. But I want to spend as much time with my callers. But and as usual, we'll pull in affirmation. But so I think the main thing I really want to share is something very exciting that is going to be happening this weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the 17th, 18th, and 19th. I have been I just feel so honored to have been invited to be a part of just an incredible event that is happening over 3 days. So there is this beautiful medium. Her name is Medium Kelly Kristen. You guys might remember her, know who she is. I believe it was with A1R Psychic Radio, or may continue to be. My life has gone crazy that I might be a little behind in any updates there, but she is an incredible and the sweetest person that I, have had the honor to meet. But she has got this incredible psychic symposium this weekend that she and others have put together. And what this is the event is over 3 days. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Now that is Pacific Standard Time, and I'll give you the website. You can go and check it, all the details, but it'll have a breakdown of time zones. You can actually be part of this 3-day psychic symposium. And no matter where that you are around the world, you can actually, if you can't join each day live, there will be a recorded link to be able to go and join. So, and to rewatch the already previous live. How's that? So you won't be able to join live, but you'll be able to still listen. So anyhow, what this is 3 days of many other very gifted individuals who will be sharing their individual abilities or gifts, as some call them, that really is about how they apply their individual gifts and their individual abilities when it comes to helping with unsolved cases. So these psychic detectives, and it's incredible that if you've ever wondered how psychics, assist or help with law enforcement or, families to help, with maybe cold cases or missing persons. That's what this weekend is about. So it is going to be several presenters, myself included, that are each going to share something you know, of their own unique abilities or gifts that can help you to open up your gifts and your abilities so that if you're also wanting to, either just to be curious and to learn, or if you've always wanted to see about, gosh, how can I, help my family maybe with, if you have an unfortunate situation as a missing person or an unsolved criminal case or whatever it may be, this is a perfect weekend to do this. Now, there are I can't remember exactly the number of presenters, but let's just put it this way: it's 3 full days, and we have about 80 minutes so each, so it's quite a few for sure. Anyhow, so uh, just want you to take advantage of this amazing opportunity if that's something that you're interested in. And the website for this event is psychicsymposium.org. And this event is a very low, um, at a low investment. I'll put it that way. It is not that much for the 3 days. And matter of fact, if you use my name, Stephanie, but with one, Stephanie 11, you can actually get a discounted 3-day discounted rate. So I wanted to share this with you because so many people have unfortunately, missing persons or have unsolved cases that they're really, needing some help, or they feel they may be able to help themselves or to help others, and that's really why I do what I do as well, is opening up my gifts really to ultimately help others in, in this realm, but obviously also in many others, such as with A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV, and helping all of the amazing callers that call in, and just even the short, amount of time that I get with each caller, I hope gives all of them, some peace and comfort, closure, healing, whatever it may be. So, all right. Now, really quickly, I'm going to kind of surpass the affirmation because I know I've got a caller waiting. I do want to throw out there the number that has been so significant. As many of you know, numbers come up, and the number 37 has been a very strong number today. And so for me, this will be March 7th as being a significant date. This can also be the age of 37, whether that be the age that someone is or was or would have been now. And also, there's a bit of an emphasis on this connecting with the number 21. So being that 7 times 3, there was a feeling of needing to put that out there. So please keep that number in mind for all who are listening, or if you will be hopping on to my event that I do on Wednesday nights on my YouTube channel, and that is at about 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So here in a little over an hour, and I'll be doing some free readings for a little bit. So if you hop on there, I'll repeat this number again, but the number 37. So please keep that in mind. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's take the first caller. So much happening. So Danielle in North Carolina. Hi, Danielle. This is Mini Medium. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you? It's funny that you said 37 because the person I'm calling about, he is 37.
Well, perfect. I love it. Beautiful. I always say that these numbers come in and I never question them. I just know it'll connect. And really, a lot of it is given to me, by spirit guides or loved ones on the other side, or ultimately just tapping into listening to my own gifts. So I love it. So, what is your question tonight, my friend?
Okay, so I don't even know where to start. So me and my daughter's father was together for a long time, and we've been split up for a few years. I still love him, I do, but he's supposed to be trying to get married, and I just want to know if it's I don't if it's something he's really wanting to do, or does he want to come back to me? Because when he talks to me, he doesn't. We've been split up for a few years, like I said, but he doesn't even look me in my face when we're talking.
Ah, okay. Okay. All right. And you guys, as I'm seeing, you have a lot of history together. Have you guys known each other quite
Yeah,
some time?
we were together for almost 11 and a half years.
Oh, wow. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, and that to me falls right in line with someone having history together. So all right, my friend. Well, I think I'm gonna pull a couple cards for you just to see ultimately if they're giving us some more guidance or just gonna validate what I've already been picking up. So give me a moment here. I'm gonna pull a few here. That's very interesting. Okay. All right, my friend. So I went ahead and I pulled three cards. And the way that I do my readings, for those maybe who aren't familiar, I incorporate tarot cards, but I really just use them as a visual validation, maybe a little bit of a guide, but more importantly, the visual validation for you to really see what my gifts are giving to me. And being that I've already connected with the age of the person that you're inquiring about, already tells me that we've got this great psychic flow, this great connection, even before I knew who I was connecting with. So now, with that said, and looking at your cards, this is where um, I I'm hoping, I guess, if you will, that, and you have free will choices. I always tell all of my clients, I can always give you, guidance and direction, but your free will choice can change that or decide to do something else. So, but already knowing that by that number 37, and that's how old that this person is, who you're inquiring about, um, I hope that you can take whatever comes in your reading and just really take some time to absorb and think about this, because I really do feel, even as I'm looking at your cards, my friend, that this cycle with this person is done. So this is a cycle of where, now I'll kind of put this into numbers. This year we are in the year of the nine. And the year of the nine, and nine in numerology really is where we're going to start seeing, everything that we have went through the last 8 years. Now I know you guys have been together 11, but if you take the last 8 years, and now we're going to take everything we learned from the last 8 years, good, bad, and different, the lessons, whatever may be. And now we're going to really apply all of that into this year. And a big part of that is cutting old ties, breaking old cycles. We're going to really see this as a year of keeping ourselves grounded, not making any kind of rash decisions or making any decisions based on our feelings, emotions. It's all about how we're going to react and respond to things. So, as I'm looking at this year for you, my friend, a big part of your year of the nine is stepping outside of that fear of, am I going to find somebody? The fear of, uh, you know, am I missing my opportunity with my person? Was this person the right person, or am I, reaching for whatever may be? So, as I'm kind of looking at a few things for you, my friend, this this cycle, very much I feel, boy, I'll tell you. So tell me, I'm kind of looking at a couple of things. I'm going to pause for a moment, but if I take you back about 4 weeks ago, so let's say a month ago, maybe the beginning of this month, maybe a little end of December, um, I just feel there was definitely a shift in his behavior, his energy. Um, does that make sense about the timing?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Um, there, it feels that even that time um, is really, boy, he's got a lot going on in his world. I'll tell you that, my friend. There's
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
you do.
There is so
Oh yeah.
much. I can't even wrap my head around all this. So, um, I just and I get it. And I get why I'm telling you that it's time to end this cycle, because you're about to, really start and embark on this whole new you, and this clean slate you, this, fresh you. And what's going to happen is, if this person continues to be a part of your life, um, it's going to muddy those waters to where you will end up giving up so much of your happiness and your purpose of what this year is about. And I don't want to see you do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but we're not together. We're like I said, someone his sister told me he was talking about marrying the new girl. Well, the new girl, supposedly the main girl that he's with, and
Yeah,
I just want to know if it's like that's something he really wants to do, or it's like his mind
yeah,
is not in the right place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and I get that. And I feel like that there's such a feeling of so much of, and I think this is why I'm bringing this into, of where um, I know you care about this person without a doubt, and in many ways. And so, to kind of answer that part of your question, um, I I feel that he is serious and ready to make that next move with this next person, but he is also feeling that you are holding on to some hope, some, of even the worry. I feel he cares a lot about what you think. And I think that's really why I'm saying I don't want for this year for you to feel like you have to take on all of this as well, and relieve him or cut that tie, so he can make this decision of, yes, I'm going to do this. And regardless, um, I feel as this year is going to happen, you stepping back and just observing. And when maybe he comes and says, "Hey, I really want to take the next step. What do you think?" He really takes your opinion or your advice into consideration, which I love that. But I also don't want to feel like he puts all of his 100% decision into that, if that makes sense. And that's where I
Right,
want you to
but
come.
God said I made a promise to myself today that if he comes to me with it, I'm going to give him my blessing.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. 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 And no, I love that. I love that you give him 100%. So, if he as I see him coming into this year, starting this new, you know, part of his life, then um, giving your blessing. But I also feel he knows you pretty well, my friend, and knows when you may be holding back. So honesty is good too, but and he'll know. He knows you pretty dang well. I feel like he knows when you are. maybe, not 100% on board. But I want you to know too that there is a feeling of some connection between the two of you that I feel he's still really holding on to that um, may affect the decision for him in the future. So just keep that in mind, as this year starts, especially with you and new beginnings for new relationships for you too. Um, has he talked about April as being a significant date or time, or is this a birthday?
My birthday is in April.
Oh, perfect. Okay, beautiful. There's some pretty amazing changes coming for you in April. So this could even be a time where both of you are going to see some new changes. But April, just I want you to keep that month in mind more for you of where I feel you having some beautiful new beginnings as well. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, I'm just making sure you've got a whole lot coming in. Um, okay. Just really quick, my friend. His you guys have worked together for so long. Um, has no, he's only 37. Okay. Has your and just you can just tell me yes or no. Has your father passed or has his father passed?
Both.
Both. Okay. That's why I can't differentiate who. So I just have two fathers coming in that are so connected to both of you. So I may have your dad trying to step in and his dad. And what I think is very beautiful and interesting is the two of them, your father and his father, are um, are just so incredibly proud of the two of you for being able to keep this relationship between the two of you still together. Because these two dads, I feel know that the two of you will always be in each other's lives for that matter. So, and even that intention of, boy, if not both of them, one of them um, sure had the intention of seeing you guys together back in the day, being together. So there's a
That
sense
was
of
his dad.
his dad. Okay, perfect. He still is very proud of that moment, by the way.
Yes, that was
So
his dad.
I love it. I love it. And, I love that both your dads are here to just say, regardless of what happens in the future, that the two of you will always stay connected, but to also, know that you may not be together again, as a couple or romantically. Um, but if there's any fear or worry that even when he finds somebody and gets married and moves on, or you or whoever may be, that you even that decision will never um, cause the two of you to not be in each other's lives. Does that make sense?
Right, it does. Which I honestly feel like he's the type. We've been split up for 5 years, and he's never seen me with another man. Because, well, one time, and he showed off, even though he was with someone else.
Yeah,
It was bad.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, I can't believe my show's already wrapping up, and I got 30 seconds. So I hope that gave you some guidance and some comfort, knowing both dads are supporting both of you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. You really helped.
All right. All right, and you're welcome. Have a beautiful night. Bye bye. All right, you guys, gosh, that went by so fast. And I wished I could have took two callers, but things happen. So I will see you guys next week. Love you much. Bye, everybody.